You are not going to believe this story. Take a look.
Now to a Channel 2 Action News investigation. A brand new house already falling apart, and it came with a multi-million-dollar price tag.
The high-profile builder is facing multiple lawsuits for similar complaints. Channel 2 investigative reporter Justin Gray joining us now. Justin, you said that you've never seen a home like this.
Karen, we've done plenty of stories with allegations of bad builders over the years, but what we saw in this $2 million home was like nothing I've ever covered. The structural engineer we interviewed said that of the 10,000 homes she's examined, this one is unlike any other.
Water pours in when it rains.
Yeah, we keep covering it with comforters to catch all that water.
In your brand new house.
In a brand new home.
We can't even get the door open.
Oh, geez.
Floors swelling upstairs.
That news story isn't an isolated incident. It's a warning about what's happening right now with new construction here in Georgia. And today I'm going to show you exactly what you need to watch out before you ever sign a contract on a new build, and wait until the end, because I will tell you what happened to that couple and you are not going to believe it. From builders who write contracts that prevent you from selling your own home within 2 years of purchase, to construction shortcuts that cost you tens of thousands of dollars, by the end of this video, you're going to know the traps to avoid and the questions to ask before you ever hand over a single dollar to a builder. And stay tuned until the end, because I'm going to tell you about a contract clause that could lock you into selling your own home back to the builder at a price you paid, not what it's worth today. Let's get into it. So first, let me say this. There are good builders here in Georgia. I'm not trying to freak anyone out. I've worked with many of them over the years, and my clients have gotten really well-built properties. But unfortunately, there are bad ones, and they're going to leave you with homes that look great from the outside, but absolutely fall apart from the inside out. And I'm not just talking about the quality issues. I'm talking about contracts designed to trap you, tactics that drain your equity, and defects that will cost you way more than you ever expected. A brand new house should feel like the safest option, right? You don't have to worry about old AC systems, leaking roof, or outdated electrical system. But here's the reality. We are seeing more and more issues than ever before. Water damage, mold, foundation problems, electrical failures, HVAC systems that fall apart within the first year. These are not issues that you should be seeing in brand new homes, let alone homes that are barely 12 months old. So let me walk you through the biggest warnings you need to know about. We have to talk about the myth of the perfect home. The perfect home just doesn't exist. And that includes new construction. You saw what happened to that $2.2 million home in East Cobb, but it's not just the high-end builders. One Cobb County family had muddy runoff pouring into their new yard from a neighboring new build. In Newton County, there are homeowners dealing with soggy yards because of a poorly designed retention pond system. Another couple right here in Atlanta found flooding in their guest house and later learned that the city's drainage system had compromised their foundation. I've had plenty of clients who have chosen to build brand new homes, and many of them got great properties. But here's what people don't realize. Some of these builders are using inferior materials that don't get caught during inspections. A good realtor friend of mine worked with 2 different builders, and I won't name them here, but were using the same carrier-based AC systems. Both failed within 12 months of his client's closing on the home. AC systems should last 10 to 15 years. Not failing within the first year. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And when you've waited 6 months, 12 months for your house to be built, you want to enjoy your new home, not deal with major warranty issues on mechanical systems. But hey, don't worry about it, because they told you the county inspects it, right? They're going to make sure it's all good before they sign off on it. I wouldn't hold my breath on that for a second. Here's what most people don't understand. When you walk into a model home and you talk to the agent that's on site, they are going to do everything they can to convince you that you don't need your own realtor or your own inspector. Why would you? Most of them are going to tell you that the builder has rigorous quality control processes and that the city and the county officials are going to inspect everything. You're getting inspections, why pay for more? That's what they're telling you, and that's what they're selling you. But here's what they're not telling you. Those city and counter inspectors are spread incredibly thin. They go out to a property, they're looking for very specific things to sign off on so the builder can move to the next phase of construction. I'll be completely honest with you, they are checking for minimum code requirements. A lot of these inspectors have dozens of properties to get to, so they're not going to spend 3 or 4 hours at one property. They're getting there quickly, they're checking their boxes, and they're gone. Think about that $2.2 million home in East Cobb. Do you think that thing was inspected for hours on end? Absolutely not. The structural engineer in that news story said it was the worst home she had seen after she had done 10,000 inspections in her career. And Cobb County gave it a certificate of occupancy. Here's my rule. Hiring your own private inspector should absolutely be a non-negotiable. It should be an absolute given, or you don't buy the house. And if the builder's rep tries to convince you otherwise, that is a massive red flag. I've been in transactions where they've tried to talk my clients out of inspections, and that's where a good agent will push back hard for you. So what kind of inspections should you get when buying new construction? If you're buying a spec home, one that's already built or nearing completion, there are 2, possibly 3 inspections that you should consider. First, just get a general home inspection, just like you would on any other house. Your inspector that you hire is going to crawl through the attic, check the foundation, test the HVAC system, look at the plumbing and the electrical. They're looking out for things that the county inspector didn't catch or didn't care about because it met the minimum code. Second, if you are in an area that is known to have soil issues, drainage problems, get a foundation inspection. A structural engineer can tell you if there are red flags that could cost you tens of thousands of dollars down the road. And third, depending on the property, you might want to get a mold or moisture inspection, especially if you're seeing signs of water intrusion or poor grading. Do not skip these. A few $100s you spend now could save you thousands later. Let's talk about something that shocked me when I first saw it. Contracts that prevent you, the seller, from selling your own house after you bought it. Here in Georgia, there are some builders who are writing clauses into their purchase agreements that say, if you want to sell within the first 2 years, so after you buy it, you have to sell your house back to the builder. And a lot of times it is for the same price that you bought it for. So here's the kicker. They'll only pay you what you originally paid for it, not today's market value. So let's say you bought a house for $500,000. A year later, the market's gone up and your house is now worth $600,000. That builder is essentially telling you you will sell that house back to the builder for $500,000, and that $100,000 that you've gained in equity doesn't matter. So let's say you need to move for work, family reasons, whatever. You list your house and the builder steps in and says, we have the right to buy your house back for $500,000. And you just lost $100,000 in equity because of a clause that was buried in your contract. This is real, and this is happening right now in Georgia. So before you sign anything with a new construction builder, you need to have an attorney review that contract, not the builder's attorney, your attorney. Specifically, look for clauses about resale restrictions, right of first refusal, repair limitations, and arbitration agreements. These clauses are designed to protect the builder, not you. And let's talk about the warranties. Most new constructions come with a 1-year builder warranty and sometimes a 10-year structural warranty. Sounds great, right? Here's the problem with that. Builder warranties are not as comprehensive as you think they are. A lot of them exclude water damage, cosmetic issues, settling, and even some HVAC or electrical problems. And so when you go to file a claim, the builder controls the timeline and who does the repairs. These are the people that wait for months for warranty repairs while living in homes with leaking roofs or broken HVAC systems. Can you imagine going through that in the dead of the summer here in Georgia? So read your warranty very carefully and understand what's covered, what's not, and what the process for filing a claim is, and if possible, purchase a third-party home warranty that covers things that the builder warranty does not. And let's talk about the timelines. When you sign a contract to build a new home, the builder is going to give you an estimated completion date. Maybe 6 months out, maybe a year, whatever the case may be. But I will tell you from my own personal experience, that date is almost never accurate. Supply chain issues, labor shortages, weather, inspections, there are hundreds of reasons why your home might not be done on time. And here's the kicker. Most builder contracts have clauses that protect them from delays. So if your house isn't complete when they said it would be, you really have very little recourse. You're stuck waiting. And if you've already sold your current home or you've given notice on your lease, you could end up paying for temporary housing while you wait, which is a pain and it's expensive. So when you're planning a new construction purchase, build in a pretty significant buffer. Don't plan on moving in exactly when the builder and the contract says it will be done. I once read a contract from a builder that said the builder had 2 years from the date that was on the contract to complete the house. And listen, if you sign it, there is very little you can do about it. Now look, a new construction can be a great option if you know what to watch out for. But if you go in blind, you could end up like the family in the $2.2 million home, stuck with a house that's falling apart and a builder who will not take responsibility. The couple in the story was actually awarded $1.6 million in damages from a Fulton County judge, but guess what? They have not seen a dime from that builder yet. So, if you are thinking about buying a new construction here in Atlanta or anywhere in Georgia, and you want someone to be in your corner who knows how to hold these builders accountable, reach out to me directly. My contact info is in the comments. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling me if you have ever dealt with issues in a new construction home. I want to hear your stories. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next one.